Good evening! Say hi, let me know that you're here. Hello, who's the first person to join? Say hello. Kellen! Isabella! Hello, guys. Good to see you. Today we're doing a very early live, which is amazing. I love this time. Adriana, hello. William, Leonardo. It's the best time, but normally I'm teaching in this time, which is why I don't do lives at 8 o'clock. But today my student is traveling, so I thought, that's a very good slot for a live. A slot is a specific time. So, for instance, if you want to go to the hairdressers, you would call and you would say, do you have any slots for today? A slot is, for example, 2 p.m. is a slot. 8 p.m. is a slot. 9 a.m. is a slot. So it's a specific time that you do something, okay? Today we're going to talk about, I'm really excited about this live because I don't know if you've watched the video that I posted yesterday here on YouTube. I posted this video giving you some tips about how you should actually be watching things in English and hopefully remembering more, because it's always the same thing, isn't it? We watch something in English and then we don't remember anything. And it's just a waste of time. It's never a waste of time. But if you can use this time and do something that will give you better results, then that's what you should be doing, right? So what we're going to do, So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you about a movie that I watched last night. You know, when I was thinking about what I wanted to do today, I wanted this live to be really special with content and inspiration at the same time. And so I watched this movie last night that was so inspiring. One of the greatest drama / real life inspired movies I've seen. Maybe you've seen this movie because it's not a very new movie, actually. The name of the movie is, good to see you again. The name of the movie is The Blind, is it Blind? Yes, The Blind Side. Have you seen this movie with Sandra Bullock? This movie is based on a real story. I'm going to tell you a very little bit about it without spoiling, okay? So in case you want to see it, I am not going to spoil. So it's a very, very nice movie because when you watch it, it makes you feel that there are really good people in this world. And it's so nice to see things that people do that we think are good things and things that come from the heart, as opposed to things that we do because it's the right thing to do. When you do something that it's out of the ordinary and you do it because you think that's the right thing to do. It's a beautiful movie, The Blind Side. I'm going to talk about the name of the movie, the title, in a minute, because it's so important that we talk about that. But before I do that, I just want to bring to you today some sentences, 2 sentences from this movie. Hello, watching from Dublin. Brilliant. Hello. From this movie, 2 sentences from the movie that, so you see, I did not have pen and paper when I was watching the movie. I was in bed just before I went to sleep, just watching this movie, but I remember the sentences. You remember because you're fluent, Patricia. No, I remember because when I watch something, I really watch it. I'm really, really listening. Not always. Sometimes I'm really tired. Sometimes I'm multitasking. I'm watching something, but I'm replying to you on Instagram. Yeah. So then I'm not really listening. But when I am just watching, not doing anything else, I'm really, really listening. So I tend, which means I tend to remember things, okay? So I'm going to tell you 2 sentences from this movie, Hi, Camilla. Hello. Because I want you guys to not only learn those sentences and specific things that are within these sentences, but also I want to explain what happens when we're watching something and we are really paying attention, and why you really should get yourself in this mood of watching and really listening, okay? English subtitles really help when you're learning. Don't be afraid to use them. It's okay. It's not a problem. It's obviously better to mix and match. Sometimes watch things with subtitles, sometimes watch things without subtitles, but it's not a problem to do it with English subtitles, okay? So the first sentence I want to say, and I love this scene. It's actually the second time I watched this movie, but the first time I watched it was like 7 years ago. So I'd forgotten some of the stuff, you know. But this scene is amazing, and it is part of the trailer. So you should watch the trailer, and then you're going to see this scene, and then you're going to be like, I really want to watch this movie. Like, totally, right? If you do, let me know. Let me know that you watched it and what you think, okay? In the trailer, this scene of the movie, there is a long queue. A queue, if you watched this video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, I think, I don't remember exactly, is the same as a line. Okay, so in American English, they say line, lots of people together. In British English, we say queue. Okay, so there is this long queue, and she is waiting. She's been waiting for ages. So she walks to the front and she puts her hand on this stranger's, this man's arm, and she says, I'm not cutting, just asking. I am not cutting, just asking. I am not cutting in the line. I am not cutting the queue. I'm not cutting the queue. I'm just asking. She just wants to ask a question to the person serving, okay? So this is such a good thing to know, because sometimes we don't know how to say these things. There is a queue and somebody cuts, you know, right in front of you, and you think about these things, but you don't know how you would say this. So this, I really love this sentence because I thought it was so short and so objective, so straight to the point. I love communication that is simple and straight to the point, because it helps us put out to actually put the message across and do it in a very obvious way. And when communication is done in such a clear way, everyone's happy. The person speaking is happy, the person listening is happy, everyone's happy, okay? Hello, Cal. I'm glad you're here. I'm new here, I'm in love with your videos. Thank you. Wow, welcome. Welcome to this big English with Patricia family. Thank you. So, I'm not cutting, just asking. She has this awesome accent in the movie, really strong accent, really, really strong, okay? But it's cool. It's a really cool sentence. The second sentence I want to say is no, I don't think is in the trailer. It's not. The movie is a lot about this boy who, with the help of a family who is not his family, becomes an American football player. So there is this beautiful journey from him not having a family to him then not only having a family, but also having this awesome career as an American football player. So it's very inspiring. And there is this scene that he's just starting playing American football. And, well, you probably know this. American football, hardcore, super difficult. And he kind of doesn't really know what he's doing. So the mom mum. She's not really his mum. Well, then she becomes his mum. She adopts him eventually, but she's not his mum in the beginning of the movie. She's just this lady helping him, which is who's Sandra Bullock. When you talk about people, listen to what just happened here, guys. That's why I love doing lives and I love unscripted English. English without a script, English real life, because little things happen when you're speaking that you need to get used to. Because when you talk to a native speaker, they do that too, would you believe? Just like us, when we're talking in Portuguese, sometimes we say something wrong because our brain is working really fast or we're tired or whatever, and that's okay. So what I corrected, what I said that was wrong, not really wrong, but kind of wrong, was Sandra Bullock, which is his mother, but it's better to say who is his mother because it's a person, okay? I'm referring to a person. So it's just a little bit better to say who, okay? She then explains to him what he's supposed to do because she loves American football. So she explains to him what he's supposed to do. And she explains about the blind side. That is an American football term, is a terminology, okay, within American football, the blind side. That's why the name of the movie is The Blind Side. We're going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to develop on that a little bit. And she talks to him. All the players are there. She gives him really good instructions. Like she's the coach, but she's not. And then she sits back down to watch. And her son, who is a little boy, I'm talking about a person again, right? Who is a little boy, has got a camera. He's taping everything. He's obsessed with taping things. And she says to him, "You're going to want to get this." And the moment I heard this sentence, I thought about you guys. You're gonna wanna get this. And then I thought, to me, this is such a natural sentence. But when you're learning, and then I put myself in the learning position again, because I have been there just like you are now. And I put myself in that position again and remembered that it's so hard for us to understand that, hold on a minute, I can say gonna and wanna together? What? Yeah, you can, actually. Why not? Why not? They're different things, and in this case, they totally work. You're gonna, which is you're gonna, wanna, want to, get this. Get this is film this because it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna wanna get this. So, pay attention to those tiny little things, guys, because when you do, that's when you are actually improving and actually making it better. Tiny details all the time, okay? Okay, so what else? Don't worry about, you guys are talking about there not being so many people here. It's not a problem. If there was just one person here, I would be doing this live with the exact same energy that I am doing now, guys. So don't you worry about it. It's good that you're here because then you are getting all this content firsthand. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. It's really nice. Now, what I want to say is about the name of the movie, The Blind Side. So as I said, the movie is about, listen to this is so important, about translation. We always talk about translating things. And I have this specific, stance, opinion on translating that, I've spoken about this before. Basically, the movie is about American football. This is a very strong thing, as one of the main themes in the movie, American football, okay? The name of the movie, The Blind Side, which is a terminology of American football. When I was researching, when I saw the trailer today and I was doing my little research for the live, I realized the name of this movie in Portuguese is Sonho Possível. Really? Why do I think this is a problem? It's not a problem, but why do I think that? And I always say this, and I think I never said it in this way that I'm going to say now. When we know English, the whole world changes. It's a crazy thing. The whole world changes. Because yes, you could watch this movie with subtitles in Portuguese or your language if it's not Portuguese, and you would understand everything, right? Because you've got subtitles there to help you. However, when you see the name of a movie that is originally The Blind Side, connected to American football as a terminology, translated into sonho possível, no connection whatsoever, no connection at all, zero connection, I feel that you are missing out on fantastic details. When you watch a movie with subtitles in your language, which would originally be in English, you are missing out on things because it's not the same. They are translating the meaning. Yes, the movie is about a possible dream. It is very much about a dream that comes true, totally. But then, you know, there are words and there are ways to say things that when you translate, a lot of the time are lost in translation. So learning English is always a wonderful thing to do. It is really a door that you open. You go through that door and you discover a whole new world, which is amazing. Hello, guys. Some people that came in late. Hello. Now, I just want to talk quickly about something else that I've been watching. I don't know if you've listened to the audio message that I have sent on Telegram yesterday on my Telegram group. If you're not on there, there is a link for you to join here on YouTube. Somewhere on the last video, probably there is a link. If not, there is a link on my Instagram profile as well. So yesterday I posted a little audio voice message on there talking about the Goop Lab, which is the Gwyneth Paltrow documentary series. I don't know if you guys watched it, but it's, oh, thank you. But it's really cool, like really cool, because they talk about so many different things. And just one thing I want to mention from the Goop as well that I've been watching. And again, I didn't watch this yesterday. I watched this episode probably about a week ago, but I still remember this because I was really listening, okay? I just wanted to bring this to your attention because I think it's going to be really cool. It's really real life English because that's what I love to do and that's what you need, right? So there was this episode about energy work. This guy, really crazy, and he does like energy, I'll answer in a minute. Energy work, because I can't focus on two things. Energy work, and he was going to do this session on lots of people, like energy related stuff, okay? And Gwyneth Paltrow is this, maybe you don't understand her name with this accent. I don't know how people say her name in Portuguese, but she's this beautiful actress. You know her for sure. And she's an amazing actress, actually, very good actress. And they were talking to this guy who was going to do the session with people. And somebody said something like, so what happens in your sessions? And he said, I don't remember who said what. Okay, guys, this is like a week ago. I just remember what was said. But I think he said, everyone gets off. Now, real life English, listen up. Everyone gets off means everybody has an orgasm, okay? To get off when you're talking about sexual things means to have an orgasm. An orgasm is very similar in Portuguese if you're Brazilian, so I think you can understand this word, okay? It's related to sexual pleasure. So he said, everyone gets off. And then Gwyneth Paltrow said, I wish. Which was awesome because she's actually quite funny with things she says. And she says it in like a sweet way. So she's like a sweet, funny person. She said, I wish. And I wish is a great expression to know, which is like, oh, come on, that would be nice. I wish, you know. So it's, and the face, when you watch it, when you watch this scene and she says, I wish, you can see what she means because her facial expression is so connected to what she said. So pay attention to what you do when you watch things in English, guys. Take this time and get the most of it, okay? Has been off the wall. What does that mean? I don't know it like that. I normally need a context for things. It's very hard to translate things just like that, guys. So please send me a message on Instagram with the context of this question so I can help you out, okay? The best articles are in English. Yes, the best things, most are in English. So thank you for being with me tonight. It's been a pleasure. I hope that I have helped you somehow. And I'll see you next week. I'm not sure when or what time yet. But yes, it's been awesome to spend time with you. Thank you for making my Friday evening totally colorful. I love this documentary too. All right, guys, take care of yourself. I'll see you next week. Bye.